I was waiting for you to go into something like.
But it needed to be like. Ooh.
No, it was perfect. It was very kind of gibberish.
Yeah.
You know, I would really love to dig in. You know, we got students watching. They admire what you do, and I certainly admire what you do. Talk me through some exercises or something you would recommend to a student to get started if they want to compose, especially for the piano.
For the piano,
Yeah.
Oh boy. There's a lot in regards to film, or it's just piano composition in general?
It could be film or just, hey, I want to write music. Where should I start?
A great way is to find something that inspires you. So for me, I read a lot, and so I like to get inspired by literature, or there was like a line of a poem that really sparked me, and I wanted to find a way to describe that emotion. Or there's a painting, you know, that strikes me. I went to the museum years ago, and I saw a beautiful painting by some famous painter, and like, oh, I'm gonna find a way into that. So you can just use all kinds of things. Life experiences can bring that about. A lot of, you know, pop tunes are sort of engendered by life experiences. So it could be a plethora of things. And then after that, and hopefully you've had played the piano before. And you sort of developed a sort of nomenclature, kind of like go-to things for yourself that describe some of these moods or points of interest for you to explore, to manipulate.
I would love to see some examples of that, how you would take a motif and then create some different emotions or moods from that motif. Like if I gave you something on the spot, could you?
I could make an attempt.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you something very simple.
Okay.
And maybe we could talk about how you would then create those emotions. Okay?
Ready? All right, I'm ready. I'm raring.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
That's too hard. That's a cat. Okay.
Could you work with that?
I could. I could work with that.
Okay, so you wake up, you know, happy, the sun's shining. Beautiful, it's bright, hopeful. What about you found out your loved one passed away? How would you incorporate that theme? Wow. How did you do that? How did you take the same melody and create two different feelings out of it?
So, I'm trying to think of it harmonically. What ways can I present that theme harmonically? What kind of accompanimental figure? So that's like the sort of dressing underneath the melody that I could use. So, for example, I wanted to reharmonize it for that loved one passing away. I wanted to keep the integrity of the intervallic relationship.
I noticed you never changed it. I expected you to change the intervallic relationship, but you stayed true.
I
to
stayed
that
true
melody,
to it.
But you put it on the third.
Put it on,
That's so cool.
and then just change it.
That E flat major.
Yeah,
That's cool.
give that sort of Dorian quality to it. And it's just, looking at different ways, and you can manipulate it rhythmically if you want. Harmonically is what I did for that one, and just created that sort of like a bell-like kind of thing, like the church bells tolling that someone's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
Sometimes it's not even about the melody. It's what's happening
The
around
texture.
the melody. It's again, it's context.
Yeah,
Or a textural thing. That's so cool.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to keep rolling with this idea.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun.
All right.
I'm just going to throw some different moods at you. Different things that happen.
Okay.
So I just found out I applied to Harvard, and I'm waiting for the letter to arrive, the acceptance letter, to find out if I got in or if I didn't.
Okay. Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling excited?
Both.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's inside that letter. I'm walking out to the mailbox. I'm walking. I've been working for years and years. I walk up to the mailbox, I open it out. I see the Harvard lettering on the top left, and I think I've worked my whole life for this. I've lost so much, I've sacrificed so much for this. I slowly start to tear the edge. I pull out the letter, and I open it up. And it says, "Congratulations." Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. All right, that was pretty cool. I loved how you really dialed it back for that moment of
that moment of expectation.
But it was so cool. You used the silence. We talked about this earlier.
That's precisely right.
That's so cool.
Well, the audience has to lean in.
Yeah.
We have to lean in.
Oh my goodness, this is fun.
Someone's sneaking in somewhere. They're trying to, steal government secrets? I don't know. They're looking at a computer.
Did you just improvise that?
Yes.
Come on. That was incredible.
Thanks, man.
And you used the theme I gave you.
It's a good thing. Why?
It's a simple theme, but it's wow, that was incredible, and that was like suspense.
Suspense, and I just put it through all kinds of harmonic and melodic permutations.
How did you do that?
Experience.
Like, but what are you thinking about? Like, okay, like, how do you create that emotion?
So
what are you channeling?
I'm channeling. Okay, so first thing, suspense.
Yeah.
So we got a little sort of like sneaky qualities I mentioned. We're trying to get into that government building.
Okay.
So maybe a little staccato kind of deal with a little bit of dissonance. So I'm using a lot of minor second kind of stuff. Kind of deal.
Interesting. Okay. He's tiptoeing along, right?
He's tiptoeing along, and then he's made it to the computer. He's got the little flash drive. I don't know if they still use it nowadays. Floppy disk. If this is 1995.
Right.
And then he's downloading the stuff, but there's a security guard moving close by or something like that. And then I treated the thing a minor third above to give it that darker quality. So I'm playing A minor as the key, and then C minor. Because I want to get that sort of that tritone in there to give it a sense. Oop, oop, something's a little off.
Wow.
And then I just started shifting the keys quite often.
Wow. So you're thinking about a lot of stuff.
Yes. It's like a locomotive.
Right, but that's what we do as improvisers.
You kind of have to
melody,
have
harmony, everything, texture.
Yeah, pedaling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's cool. I like how you use the diminished chord too to create that. That feel, because diminished chords, like in a very practical sense, has that very unstable.
Yeah, and it's because it's you don't know where it wants to go because all the intervals, particularly in a fully diminished seventh, are all the same. So they don't have a tendency to move a certain way on its own. It's a pretty like a static chord.
Right. And it's I played a show where I was playing live to like a dinner theater thing, and anytime something bad happened, I would do the all diminished chords or stuff like that. But they're very cool. Diminished chords you can do a lot. The old train is about to run over the ladies, the gals tied to the train, right?
Oh no! Then you got the bank robber.
Right, exactly.
With the bag over his head.
It's like the old silent films, like
And a lot of that sort of harmonic vocabulary still exists to this day. I mean, the power of the tritone or the diminished triad or seventh chord, it still has that impact. A ninth has that sort of, romantic.
It's romantic, I was about to say, if you're doing something romantic.
Yeah, that kind of deal.
So it's just a major 7 chord. You can get that sound. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this interview, I encourage you to check out the full-length interview at pianowithjohnny.com, where we talk about a ton of other valuable tools, tips, and tricks on jazz piano playing. So I'll put a link to that below, and I'll see you in the next one.